Hey guys, this is a video response to Doomwaves. He just hit 100 subscribers and he's doing a contest where he wants to know what is the nerdiest thing in your collection. Now, for me, besides the hundreds of video games I have, I don't know if there's really too much I'd consider super nerdy. I mean, I have Magic cards. Some people consider that nerdy. I don't know. But there is one thing in particular I wanted to show. I don't know how many people have seen this. It's something I've liked since I was a kid, and I admit it is pretty nerdy as far as this kind of game goes. It's actually a board game, and that is Hero Quest. I'm gonna cut to a better angle so I can show you exactly how the game works and all the pieces with it. But I always loved this game when I was a kid, and I still love it now playing it with my friends. If there's anything it's similar to, it would be Dungeons and Dragons. It's a pretty nerdy board game, I'd say. But yeah, I'll cut now and show you in better detail what the game's like. Okay, so here's the front of the box here. As you can see, ages 10 to adult, 2 to 5 players. Oh, this is good here. High adventure in a world of magic. Looking at the back of the box. Let's see, just flip this over. I just love the back of the box. Like, look at this. Like, these kids just playing the game. It's like no other game you ever played. 14 different quests. But anyways, I'll open it up here. Now here you have your kind of there's like an information board where it tells you all the weapons. Each of them cost money to buy because there's a shop. Basically, how the game works is you kind of have, here, I guess, get the board shown here. So the board's similar like this. Basically, basically you have one player as kind of like the dungeon master, and that's where it's similar to Dungeons and Dragons. They basically, put the monsters where they want them to go. You can see here, you've got, oh man, I haven't actually played this game in a while. Players are gonna have character sheets. There's a bunch of different cards, treasure and things like that. But you basically, the monsters look like that. They're kind of similar to maybe Warhammer figures or whatever. And you can, place whatever monster you want your players to fight. And there's open doors, trap doors, things like that. So it's basically, kind of like a Dungeons and Dragons board game, really. But it's super fun when you get into it. I always loved being the dungeon master. Unfortunately, pretty much all of my friends always want to be the dungeon master, and I don't know, we got into fights like that. But yeah, that's basically the gist of Hero Quest. Just a really awesome board game if you can get some of your friends together and play through it, which is probably hard to do nowadays, but still a really fun game and probably the nerdiest thing in my collection.